Hello everybody, Dropout Farmer here. It's been a while. I think about 3 years ago I posted my first video and planned on making this big old cool YouTube channel and take you guys along. And then here's my second one 3 years later. Super busy, just something I didn't think I had time for. I've gotten rid of some land that was, pretty far from the house and kind of got everything a lot closer to the house here, and a lot more time. So I'm going to try this thing again. Still yet haven't, got into all the editing and all that fun stuff, but who needs that? We'll just be cut and dry and straight up, and eventually I'll get better if you're lucky. Anyway, it's February 12th in West Texas. A beautiful day. I mean, we should have snow on the ground and be freezing cold right now, but we're not. I'm out here in a t-shirt and life is good right now. We did get about 4 inches of snow here about 3 weeks ago, and some major cold, which I guess most of the central to eastern United States did. Southern, I mean, down in Florida had snow and everything else. So we've had our taste of winter weather, the winter cold. We have not had much moisture, but anyway, this is kind of starting the year out. We ain't done much since we got done harvesting cotton. So if you want to start doing this and taking you guys along, I might as well start on day one. So here we are at the barn, working outside, of course, because my barn is always full of crap and it's too pretty out here not to be outside. So we're getting ready to start doing some tillage. We've been doing minimum till, planting a lot of wheat cover crop and planting cotton in it. Works good where we're at because we get not enough rain, we get lots of wind, and sand here blows like crazy. We have really sandy soil, so the wheat really helps keep the sand at bay, and especially trying to farm most of this stuff by myself and with two of my kids, 13 and 15, or 13 and 16 now, about to be 14 and 16. But it kind of created a problem with some volunteer cotton. We, not plowing, not covering cotton up, not, rotten seed and all that stuff, and being able to plow it out before we plant, which we don't get enough rain here to do a herbicide burn down on our volunteer cotton. Because I mean, we don't usually get rain until after we plant. We usually plant in dry soil, wait for a rain to get our cotton crop up, and of course the volunteer comes up with our cotton we planted. So that's a problem, because anything that's not in the row and don't go in the stripper is just a weed, and that's where we're at now. So we're gonna, I guess, start doing some tillage. Got out a chisel plow. I got another one to get out and kind of go through. I got this one out and been sitting for a few years, but we're gonna try to plow and cover up some cotton, bury it pretty deep, cover up some sand, keep it from blowing, and all that fun stuff. So I just put a bearing here in one of these treaders back here. Had a bearing out on it, and worked yesterday with a torch and a rosebud trying to get all these turnbuckles freed up and raise all these treaders up, because they were burying themselves in the ground, and they're there to bust up clods, which we in our area need all the clods we can get, especially February. We're not planting until mid to late May, and want to try to keep the sand from blowing, and clods is your answer, so I raise these guys up, and we will kind of set them down to smooth the ground behind the chisel plow, because these chisels here don't look like it, but they move a lot of dirt, and they leave the ground pretty rough if we were to flat plant with the planters and not list up or anything else, or prep the ground. So we will put them down a little bit to smooth it up. But this is the first one. Worked on it, got it ready to go. Got another one just like it. We'll work on, except for we don't have treaders on the back. We have just tines and incorporators to kind of smooth the ground. So get them freed up and get them picked up also. This is a 21-foot chisel plow, which I know a lot of guys, that's small, which I am small time, but I got lower horsepower tractors. The biggest tractor I got is 295 horse, which is a good size tractor for us. but still, yeah, getting, a bigger chisel plow kind of defeats the purpose. You can't pull it as deep, you can't do as good a job. So we got these, and unfortunately cotton price is crap and fuel is expensive, and we ain't been making a crop around here because we can't catch a rain, timely rain. So I'm already starting off in the hole pretty much. Gonna go across 2,000 acres with chisel plows this year, and maybe a ripper, but got to do it. Like I said, got to cover up volunteer cotton, so that's where we're at. But got my son, he's on the tractor right now cutting stalks, and I'll get a video of that in a little bit, I guess, and try to merge them together and post that. But he's 13 years old and got out of school, and he's on the tractor. He's on the second farm right now cutting stalks in front of these chisel plows, and I'm gonna hopefully get him on the tractor every day after school. One of my daughters, hopefully she'll be able to get on the tractor a few days a week after school, and then run the weekends, and hopefully we'll get it all done. Hopefully we'll get some moisture this year. We had a beautiful cotton crop last year. I guess end of July we had one of the best dryland cotton crops I've ever had, loaded down with blooms and squares and everything else, and then it turned off 110 degrees for 8 days straight, and the last rain we had was mid-June sometime, so it burned up our cotton. I mean, burnt it to a crisp, kicked off all the fruit, never did recover. So there was no money to be made, unfortunately. But you always start every year like you're gonna make money, like you're gonna make a crop. Spend the money now, because it ends up raining and all the conditions are right. You can never catch up. You don't prep your ground. You don't, think about fertilizer, think about quality seed, and doing everything right. You'll never be able to get that time back. So we are lovers of the land, and that's what you do. You take care of the land. Sometimes it don't take care of you, but it's going to be here forever. We're only here for a short time, so want to leave a legacy. So that's what we're going to do. Go spend some money, make it look professional. Cheap cotton crop, or cheap cotton prices, high dollar fuel, and no rain in West Texas. Taking a gamble. I would go to Las Vegas, but there's too many damn people there, so I'll gamble out here in God's country.